Hey guys, I'm gonna make my bubble bars. I don't have a hat on, I'm sorry. I have my gloves here. I've already mixed all my, well, I didn't mix them. I just put all my dry ingredients in my little bucket here. And I'm going to do the wet ingredients. And I know in the recipe I told you to add one wet ingredient at a time. I'm gonna just put them all in here today. Like I said, I always muck about when I say to do a recipe this way. And it works that way. But I like to muck about and kind of like fiddle fart and see if something works better. So right now I'm going to measure my wet ingredients into here. And okay, I'll tell you right now for the recipe for the dry ingredients. It's in the files, by the way. But it's 1 cup of soda, 1 cup of starch, 3 to 4 tablespoons SLSA. I did 4. A third cup of cream of tartar. Now I'm doing the wet ingredients, which is wet ingredients. It says 3 tablespoons of glycerin, and I probably will run out. I have another bottle just in case, but we'll do 1. And when I say that, I take it right to the top. That's 1. That's 2. Do I have 3? Watch this, guys. Oh wow. Hee 3 tablespoons of glycerin. How close is that? She's done. That was close. So I do have a new bottle. I thought I had I swear to God, I thought I ordered 4 bottles of glycerin when I did my last order. And I didn't. And I actually found, this is how their bottles come. Get on. This is how their bottles come now. I just found one, thank God, in my trunk of goodies from before. So, actually, I don't know which one's newer. I think 2016. So, that's probably newer. What's this one say? 2017. Okay, no. So, that's newer. So, the older bottles were like that. Okay, anyways, what was I saying? 3 tablespoons of oil. You can use any light oil you like. I use apricot, but I have done fractionated coconut. I've done sweet almond oil. What's another light one I have? Nut oils, but I don't like doing... I mean, I like it myself, but if you're selling them, you gotta watch that with the nut allergies. Okay, that was 1. Whoa! That was 2. That was close. And that was 3. So that was apricot kernel oil. Like I said, any light oil. Now this is where it's going to get funny, because I don't have a little bottle of this. I have a big bottle, and I really don't want to mess up, but you never know. Wouldn't be the first blooper. This stuff is great, by the way. This is cocoa betaine, okay? And I'll show you the bottle in a minute. And it's 3, make sure I do this right, 3 tablespoons. Oh, this is going to be scary. Please don't pour real fast. Please don't pour real fast. Please don't pour real fast. Okay, that's 1. Yeah, this is more watery than my last one. That's probably why I like the DEA, because it is very thick. And for the record, I'm going to use my old DA, because that new DA kind of has me a little bit freaked out. Okay, so, oh, where am I going to go? Down here! And, whoa, oh God, I almost dumped everything. Oh, heart failure. Okay. So, the DEA is only 1 teaspoon, which is this one. And I'm going to use, like I said, this DEA. This is what it is. I know everybody goes, oh my God, why are you using that? It's tiny bit, guys. It does help. It helps with rolling, if you notice the thickness of it. I'm sure there's other surfactants that you can use that would do the same. There's a few really good ones. I just love the boosting bubble power of this stuff. I absolutely love it. Okay, so that's that one. I'll leave this stuff out of here. So that's that. Now, for fragrance, I'm going to use... I got my pink sugar, so I figured I would do this one pink. So, somewhere I have a pipette. There it is. We're going to do 3 mLs. Well, not quite. This is a 3 ml pipette. It would be 3 mLs to here. You know what? Do we want to do 3 mLs? Yeah, it's under 3 mLs, okay? Like I said, some fragrances are really strong. Some aren't. Oh, I love that stuff. Some isn't so strong, so it doesn't, I mean, you don't obviously want to go over. Obviously, that makes sense. Okay, so these are the colors I'm going to be using. I actually got myself a pink lake. I was so excited. Which I won't be getting again because a certain someone got it for me who's now not talking to me, but we're not going to go there. And today, I thought, because everybody likes to roll their bubble bars, I'm going to attempt to roll it. There's no guarantees. So, in case I can't roll it or I end up flat pancaking it, I have my scoop for my ice cream scoops. If I end up doing a scoop, which is fine. I just didn't want to do any more scoops because I still have my pumpkin scoops. I'll probably have them till next year because nobody wants them. I guess the packaging sucks. I don't know. I thought they were cute. They're in little ice cream bowls. I think they're cute. And I do have a few bubble bars left over, but they are, what do you call it? Like the other, it's a different recipe. It's, I think I used Good Earth Spas bubble bars, and I just reduced the liquids in those because it just, I don't know, it took forever to dry. It's the same with the Soap Queens. I like them, it's just I don't have the time. So they do need tweaking, so that's why I said, you know what, screw it. Let's just make our own. So anyways, I'm just mixing the dry, no big deal here. And obviously, I should mix, if you notice it's just sitting there, so you really should. I'm going to move this so you can see me. I don't think you guys can see me. Well, maybe you can see me, you just can't see what I'm doing, which really sucks. So I'm just going to mix this, and it'll get cloudy. And you should really mix it until it gets cloudy, and sometimes it goes back to clear. I know there's a time to do it, but I just do it till it gets really thick. You see it get really thick? I don't know if you guys can see the chemical change. It's pretty cool. But it gets a lot thicker. There's a fruit fly by my elbow. I can see it. So I just keep mixing it like that. It gets, like I said, it changes. Sometimes it'll go back to clear. I'm just going to keep mixing it for a minute or two. This is why I wanted to do this stuff kind of before I showed you guys. Because I didn't want you guys to sit here and watch me measure out everything. So that's why I just chose to do the wet ingredients. And I know I said in the recipe, measure each wet ingredient by itself. I have a funny feeling this will work better. I've seen a lot of people make bubble bars, and this is what they do. And like I said, my other bubble bars worked good. That's fine. I'm just going to try it this way. And the thing is with this bubble bar, like I told you guys in my recipe, it gets fluffy. It rises, so you got to beat the hell out of it. That's why I ended up doing pancakes instead of actually trying to roll it. But I'm going to try to roll today. I'm going to try to add 2 colors. Anyways, we're putting it in. All of it. Get all of it. Oh, someone's awake on the couch. It's been a long time there, Shani. It's 10 something. No, is it? I don't know what time it is. It's 11 and you've been sleeping since this morning. Anyways, I'm doing a video, boo. So we get all of this out, okay? Because you don't, like I said, it could end up, oh dear, oh no, it could end up getting really dry. In there. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna mix it in carefully, not to foof up the SLSA, and I'm gonna get it mixed in as best I can without inhaling everything. And I know I should have a mask on, but I add my SLSA the first thing I add in here is my SLSA because of the foofing. And I have my liquids here in case I have to add more. I would definitely probably add more betaine than I would oil, but it just depends if you want this chalky. Do you want it to dry fast? I like it because it dries fast. Okay, so I'm going to get my hands in here, and when I do the color, I'm going to try to split the colors here. I'm going to just do pink and white, like I said, because I got the sugar thing going on. So right now, if you can see in there, it's very powdery, and everybody's like, oh. So, yeah, I forgot my stool again. I get in there, and I do like I do with the bath bombs, okay? And I'm getting my hands in there, and I'm like, pretend it's shortbread. It's shortbread cookies, okay? When you make shortbread cookies, you kind of do this. and you'll notice it'll start kind of clumping together. Keep doing that to get all this loose stuff in the bottom in there. And I'll show you what I mean, because this does take a while. This is what I didn't want to skip this step for you guys because it's kind of crucial. But this is where you'll notice that it starts clumping and sticking to your gloves. Quite a bit, actually. So you just keep, can you see? You keep kneading it, and you'll notice, like, it's starting to stick together. Keep doing it, getting all that powdery stuff off the bottom. I kind of smush it with my thumb, squish it, squish it, squish it. You can get your spatula in here right now. Get off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me! So anyways, you get it off of you, like this. It does stick, but it's not like gross sticky. It's not like the other bubble bars. And I say other bubble bars, I mean like the YouTube freebie kind of ones. They are really sticky. So, I don't like wasting. So, anyways, get your, where's my handle? Get your spatula back in there, and you kind of smush it down. I smush it down. I smush it down with the back of my spatula, so you're flattening it on the bottom of your bowl, because you want to get all that dry stuff in there and make sure that it's all incorporated as best you can. Now, well, I lost a couple pieces, but you're squishing it in, okay? So it's all sticking. There we go. I got it going, and I know what I should have done was grabbed another pair of gloves, because this is going to be a pain. It does not look like it's going to be sticking or too dry, but it's starting to fluff up. Hold on. I don't know what I'm going to do here. It's growing! So I get my hands, and this is like, if I was doing it now, I would be pancaking it. But let's just pretend it's bread, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get it into a somewhat of a ball to see how big it is, and then I'm just going to take out half of it, okay? So I'm going to, do we want pink in the middle or white on the middle? Oh, we're going to just take this part out, okay? I'm going to take out part of it, like so. So this part's going to be my white. That's going right there for now. This is what's left, but I'm going to make pink. So, knead in there. Oh, see, I make a mess, and then someone's going to come home today and go, okay, that's 1/8. I probably said 1/4 color, but that would be the whole batch. Since I'm only coloring half, I'm going to use 1/8 teaspoon. I may need more, and I know a lot of people say, oh, you mix this in your wets and all that stuff. You can do that if you want, if you're doing one solid color. Doesn't matter. This is just going to take a lot of kneading because, get off, it's not coming out. It's going to take a lot of kneading because, there we go. It's going to take a lot of kneading because it's dry, okay, and it's going to end up really funny. So I'm just going to keep kneading it here in the bowl. I might end up with a tie-dyed look, and maybe I won't. But anyways, you see, I'm just mixing it in. Can you see that? The pink is kind of stuck at the bottom. So just smear your dough around, spread it, mix it, spread it, mix it. And is that one growing on me? Not too much. Okay, so I'm just going to keep mixing. I'm watching the timer too, guys. 14 minutes already. Oh my lord. So anyways, I'm going to keep mixing, and I'm going to pause this for a second while I mix, okay? And then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, what I did was I mixed my pink. I had to knead it. It's starting to do the fluffy, if you can hear that sound, there's a lot of air in there. It's very fluffy. And I'm trying to, if I can tip this back so you guys can see, I'm trying to work on the white one, and when my son came in to have to get his cereal, so I had to stop for a little bit longer than I wanted to. So it's a little bit dry, but this is what happens is I end up pancaking it. So I'm going to attempt this. We're going to try to roll. I'm going to do pink on the outside. And this is what I mean by pancaking, because it wants to flatten or floof up on me. This is probably not going to work for rolling. I think for rolling, you guys are going to have to add a bit more liquid or move faster than I just did. So anyways, here's my white. This is, and you'll see what happens as the bottom starts cracking. It gets really weird. I don't know if I'm going to be able to roll it, guys. I really don't. I just, like I said, it's sort of a weird bubble bar. And I'm sure with tweaking, like I said, a little bit more glycerin or a little bit more oil to make it do what you want it to do. But I'm going to try. Just, oh, I stepped on a corn pop. Just for the sake of trying. I don't know if you guys can, I just smushed it together. But it's very, if you guys can see that, it's very, like, see how it wants to crack and it's light? It's trying to dry on me already. Basically what's happening is it's trying to dry. So, just for the sake of whatever, guys, I'm going to try to roll it. And I'm not guaranteeing anything. Yes, I took my gloves off. Whoops, shoot. Because I can't do both. It's okay. And if it starts sliding and cracking, you just kind of smush it back. It's a bubble bar, guys. It's not... I know everybody likes these gorgeous things. They don't have to be gorgeous. Okay? They got to do the trick. The trick is you have to make them bubble. You want a log or a chunk that's going to bubble. So, rolling, just like a sushi roll. And I can't make sushi if I like to spend it on it. So it's cracking, it's sticking. We just slide it off and stick it on. Nobody cares. And yes, I have white sticking through. It doesn't look so pretty. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to cut this. Oh, Lord help me. I'm going to end up, you know what's going to happen? Is I'm going to end up cutting it. And then I'm going to end up smushing each piece down, I think. But I seriously think with this, yeah, so just kind of bubble bar. Smush it like you do a normal bubble bar. If you guys can see that. I kind of, okay, can you guys see that? No, we're going to have to go back here somehow. Oh, come on, big boy. Like I said, I normally do scoops with this one. But I know a lot of people want to roll it, or cut it, or whatever. So I thought, what the heck, let's try, right? So, if I can get this back here where you guys can see it. It's not a pretty looking log, okay? But like I said, you just kind of smush it into whatever shape you want. The ends are going to be obviously messed up. I don't see why you can't just fix them. It's going to keep growing. So what I'm going to do, if I can, it's not the right knife. Should we only use the cheese knife? No, I usually like my knife. So we're just going to try. I'm going to flatten that end. I'm going to cut it about, oh, I guess we should cut it in half first, right? In half. Cut that one in half. Cut that one in half. Cut that one in half. That's not really a lot. I'm going to end up flattening these, people. Anyways, that's it. It's a big freaking honking chunk of bubble bar, but I don't even know how much they weigh. Do I want to cut that one in half? No. See, like, these are big, and they're going to grow. I just ended up with two small ones. Shoot, can you see them? It's not really roll. I suck at rolling, but, like, they're already drying on me. Okay, these are already drying, so I think, yeah, I think I'm going to leave them that big. I got the two little ones to test. So, there they are. Already drying! Ah! They don't take long. At all. But like I said, once you guys put these down somewhere, don't touch them. Don't touch them for a good, I don't know, a good 4 hours, 8 hours, whatever, because they're going to be very brittle. But you may notice they're going to start to grow. They do expand. So, see, that's what happens when you start touching them. Because they're drying already, they want to come apart. So what I usually end up doing is smushing them flat. But like I said, now, if you just leave these, like, if you see that one, just leave them. Don't touch them. So I got a couple big honking ones right here. It wants to split in the middle. I guess I could just sell them as big ones. Or we could just use them. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here. Yeah, wow, that gives me 3 bubble bars, 3 big ones. I think I'm going to cut these 2 in half. And then I'm just going to leave them. So there we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 funny end one here and this funny end one. So I will cut this one off about right there. And the end piece will be mine for bubbling testing. So there you go. We got, they're not even. They're kind of funny, but yeah, you add them in a gift set. You know what I mean? You add them in a gift set. You don't have to just sell 1 bubble bar. I mean, I figured I would do this with a bath bomb kind of thing, and just probably most likely put them in a set for family and friends kind of thing. But I mean, it's however, they make great scoops. I should have done one to show you, but I have enough scoops downstairs, so I just want to show you that, yeah, you can roll them. It's possible. I think I would suggest adding probably a tiny bit more glycerin. That would make it a little bit more rollable, or even the DEA, but I know you guys don't want to, mess with the DEA. The reason they dry so fast, I'm sure, is because of the cream of tartar, because a 1/3 cup is kind of, I mean, that's more out of my comfortable range normally. But it does improve the dryness and the crumbling texture because they get so light and fluffy. They're easier to crumble. So, anyways, I hope that helps a bit. Like I said, the recipe's in the files, and if you want to roll it, like I said, I would suggest a little bit more wet, either glycerin, maybe a little bit of oil. Just, I wouldn't go any more than a tablespoon. I don't think it needs it. If you get to that more than that, you're going to end up with the same issues as the ones that are free online, where they take 3 weeks to dry. These are drying now. These will be dry by the end of the day. Tomorrow, for sure, rock hard. Alright, I will show you the one that I did before to show you what I mean. This is the one from before that I did. It's, like I told you, I had to pancake them. This has been sitting out for a while. This is obviously mine. But it'll break it. You can break it very easily. And then it just dissolves in the water super, super easy. You don't have to worry about the big chunks at the bottom not dissolving. So, and you get pretty good bubble factor. But like I said, you can do it in scoops. You can try this, whatever. Anyways, any questions, message me. And thanks for watching.